Race 5, Championship Saturday, Del Mar Breeders' Cup. It is the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint. Only 5 furlongs, a very short sprint on the turf. What makes this race so exciting is we have 2 fillies that are the favorite. 2 female horses going against the boys. Let's break this down. Lady Aurelia has raced twice on North American soil and dominated both those races. She has been in 7 races lifetime, come first 5 times, second once, third once. A very, very strong horse at 5-2. Her European time form ratings are enormously high, a 134 and a 131. Now, we use buyers. We use a different figure when we calculate speed. If you go and trust time form ratings, these are exceedingly fast. Now, amazingly, Lady Aurelia has lost to a horse in this race. The other female, Marcia, just lost in Great Britain in the Coolmore Nunthorpe Stakes, a grade 1. Lost by a nose to Marcia. These are the 2 favorites. They're going to take a lot of money and a lot of bets. The other horse who has a really good chance here is the one Disco Partner with Irad Ortiz Jr. Disco Partner is no joke, but it's 5 furlongs too short. If you see here, 7 furlongs, 6 furlongs, 1 mile, 6 furlongs, stalks the pace and pounces. I think Irad Ortiz Jr., one of the best jockeys in the world, will be able to keep Disco Partner close to the pace. These 3 horses are clearly the best in this field. Do you want to put them in a triactor box? Do you want to exactor box just the girls? Do you want to exactor box? That's the question, because these 3 horses are clearly better than everybody else. Let's take a look at some of the other horses in this race. So the 8, Cotai Glory, another European horse, just came over and ran her first race at Woodbine in the Nearctic Grade 2. Did okay, 92 Bear. That's not Bayer. That's not going to be enough to win this race. Then we have the 11 Bucaro right here at 12-1. Just ran pretty well in the Woodford Grade 2. Won it with a 98 Bayer. I mean, that's a nice number. That's a nice number. 12-1 has a chance. The 12, Pure Sensation, a 6-year-old horse I've watched many times in my life. A very good horse at 10-1, has a shot in this. Pure Sensation's won 2 of his last 3 races, including a 110 Bayer right here in the Parks Dash. That was not long ago, July 8th of this year. If Pure Sensation runs with a 110 Bayer, it will win this race at 10-1. That's a nice big number. Then we have Holding Gold, the number 2 horse, at 15-1. Comes from off the pace. If it's not too far back, can do some damage, but to win, he must run the race of his life. That's not the type of bet you want to make, a horse that needs to run the race of his life to win this one. Here, the 4, Stormy Liberal with Joel Rosario. Stormy Liberal was a $40,000 claim. And look, always races in Santa Anita and has been dominating the downhill turf course. Look at those nice Bayers. And first. And then as soon as Stormy Liberal was taken off of that course that he's so comfortable in, comes to Belmont, gets destroyed. Horses are comfortable in certain tracks. They'll win at certain tracks. They'll go to a new track and not race well. That's why I can't trust Marcia. It's hard to trust a horse who's never been at a track before. The 5, Washington, D.C., right here. A slow-breaking Euro based on recent results, can't match up with these. Then we have Richard's Boy right here, a 5 furlong turf sprinting specialist. Loves the strip at Del Mar. Now that's a big deal, but likely doesn't have enough to compete with these. The 9, Mongolian Saturday, a 7-year-old horse who in 2015 won this race. And then last year's edition looked terrible. Here, if we can find last year's edition of the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint, right here at Santa Anita, came 9th by 6 lengths. 7-year-old horse on the way down in his career. And the final horse that has a chance is Hoagie right here with Jose Ortiz as the jockey. Did not, he comes from off the pace, 8 years old, wearing blinkers. Could get a piece. I doubt it. The 3 horses that are going to dominate this will be Disco Partner, Lady Aurelia, and Marcia. I don't know if you want to do a triactor box with them, an exactor box with them, but it is the beginning of the pick 4, and that's how you get the big scores on these race days. There's going to be a probably $2 million purse in this pick 4. It's going to go race 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to start my pick 4 with these 3 horses. Disco Partner, Lady Aurelia, and Marcia. Let's get this cash. Let's get this pick 4 rolling.